So when I was a kid, I didn't realise it was mental health. Obviously you don't. So when I was in school, I always struggled. I was just one of them kids that used to not be able to stay in the classroom, always getting kicked out. Just when they're telling me to stand up in class and read a book, my mind kept going, I'm like, I can't do this. And I used to argue to get kicked out just so I couldn't do it. When I was in school, I was always fighting. And I just knew that I was different to other people. I couldn't fit in. I was always going around the crowd. I had a few different friend groups and I just couldn't stay in a certain friend group because I just didn't feel like I fit with people. And I didn't know then that I know now that because I was switching different personalities, so sometimes I could be around them people and sometimes I couldn't, and then people's energies around me can set me off. But I had to learn all that afterwards. In 2009 is when I was pregnant with my third child, and that's when I started dealing with psychosis, disillusions and stuff like that. Like my mind was tripping so bad that I had to go to mental health. But it was a long struggle because when you're trying to explain to a GP, because that's the first protocol, they don't want to listen. They just want to give you anxiety tablets, sleeping tablets, and they give me that. And for me, at that time, I didn't have no diagnosis. So at the start of it, it was hard because they're giving me this medication that was making me then numb. So I always heard different voices in my head. And I kept saying this. And then when they give me medication, which is anxiety tablets and sleepers, it was making me stay awake, not sleep. So then I'm running on no sleep. And then I couldn't hear my voices, so I didn't know what was happening. So then I started acting out more. So if I'm walking down the street, someone looked at me in a certain way, I'm straight away pulling them, like, what the fuck are you looking at? Stuff like that. Don't know if you've got to cut that out.
So everybody swears.
Yeah, so I was reacting too much, and it was getting me in situations, and I had kids, and then I'm dealing with, outside professionals that are trying to say, you can't be acting like this, you need to be doing this, but they're not understanding how it is for me. And I'm going to the professionals saying, but you don't understand how it's feeling for me, and you're not listening to what I'm saying is going on inside my head. So eventually, over a 7-year period, I finally then started getting assessed properly, started getting CBT, DBT. Still no diagnosis, they didn't understand what was going on. I've been in and out of mental hospitals, which was hard because in that I've had to leave my kids to put me first, my health first, to then be a mum, to make myself healthy, to look after my kids. But then by doing that, people who's been in that situation will know, by doing that then the professionals then use that